Beautiful Saturday for softball here in Evanston, Illinois. An important Big Ten series coming up on Big Ten Plus between the Northwestern Wildcats and the number 21 Nebraska Cornhuskers here in Evanston. Two star-studded teams, two elite programs, two legendary coaches, and a big three-game set here.
Solid contact on, especially when you're facing a hitter like Jordan Ball.
Jordy Ball having a record-setting year in more ways than one. 27 extra base hits so far this season, but she swings over this one for strike three. Lauren Boyd gets off to a strong start.
That's exactly what Kate Drohan was looking for.
1-2 on Sammy Bland. Timing it up. Ready for the two-strike pitch. Swings over it again. Another strikeout for Boyd. Got Bland chasing. There's two gone in the first.
To throw off these hitters. Worked on the first two so far.
Kamenzen such a tough out. Watches ball for Kamenzen. Wasn't sure herself. Stuck in the box for an extra beat. But she earns her 20th free pass of the season. Cleanup hitter, but just so capable. Putting the ball all over the yard, but she taps this back to Boyd. And Lauren Boyd is out of the inning. An effective one for her. She gets two strikeouts and sets the Huskers down scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first here.
A little bit about it to Kate Drohan before the game, and she said it's something that these cats spend so much time in the film room watching. They watch what pitch they're going to try, what pitches the pitcher's going to try to make them whiff on, everything like that. They're really going to watch for those.
Kelsey Nader goes down swinging. Jordy Ball up in the zone to labor to get through the first. A lot of deep at bats. Swing and a miss. Nito goes chasing after that one, down and away. Great pitch again, and Ball, like Boyd, has struck out the first two batters. Kaylee Avasado steps in and takes it off the knee. So she reaches for free, and there's a runner aboard with two outs for the hottest hitter in this Northwestern lineup, Kansas Robinson.
And you know this is a matchup that Kansas has had starred on her calendar for a while.
Harder. Robinson watches it low. Avasado runs, throws in time, but the tag is late, and the ball pops away. It's 19 stolen bases for Kaylee Avasado.
And this is how Northwestern...
Both in the circle and in the batter's box. Another 3-2 upcoming. Strike three called on the outside part of the plate. Robinson goes down looking, and a scoring chance goes empty. Ball strikes out the side. Home runs on the year for Hoffman. The strength of this Nebraska team, certainly their power, and she laces this one to left. There's the game's first hit. It goes all the way to the wall, past Kania. The throw is late, and Hoffman slides in with her 8th double of the season.
And her 99th career hit.
And two. Low. Kuzak works her 17th walk of the season. 2 on with nobody out for Bella Bacon.
She did.
Recruited as a third baseman as well as a pitcher. Boyd's such a capable infielder. And Bacon shows bunt again. Boyd on it and throws it away down the first base line. That's going to bring a run to the plate. And Nebraska takes the early lead on the miscue from Boyd. Small ball from Bella Bacon works in her favor. It's 1-0 Huskers.
That's what Northwestern is trying to avoid. They're trying to avoid the overthrows and the misses and the miscues and everything like that.
Kate Drohan is asking about runner's lane. We saw this last week. Bella Bacon is in fair territory. In my opinion, this is a runner's lane situation, but we have not seen umpire crews call this rule consistently. Last weekend against Illinois, Kate Drohan wanted this same call on a bunt. Obviously, Rhonda Ravel has been there during that entire time period. 3-1 is off the corner. And Lauren Boyd loads the bases by walking Breadwell. Dangerous situation with Lauren Kamenzen out delivery. Low and in. Kamenzen forces a run in with her 17th walk of the season. Lauren Boyd losing her command at an inopportune time. Wildcats facing a lot of trouble early. Ball hits it well to left. Back on it to the track. It's over Kania's head and off the wall. That'll score 2. Coming around and sliding in safely is Breadwell. It's 4-0 Huskers. And the record-breaking 28th extra base hit of the season
left field. But you see right here, Jordy Ball just taking this one on the inside corner of that plate, the upper inside corner, taking it there. Almost looked like it was going to be over at first, but then dropped right in front of the wall. And honestly, Kat's really glad that didn't go over the wall. Best case scenario in that one, she's going to hit the ball, it drops, but honestly get the ball in quick, and you hold her to a double, and the runner on third doesn't score.
It looked like Jordy Ball didn't get all of it in that situation, but with her power, not all of it is still enough to nearly clear the bases. Murray very comfortable throwing behind runners typically. The 2-1 grounded up the middle and through a drawn-in infield. 1 run scores. Here comes Ball around third. The throw is high, and it's 6-0 Nebraska. Bland 2 RBIs and moves to second on the throw.
And that's a play where I don't know if I necessarily agree with that throw by Ayanna Lindsay all the way home. On that throw to the pitcher, you could have gotten her at second. She wouldn't have advanced, because now the base is clear and you just have a runner on second.
Good piece of hitting by Bland through the drawn-in infield. Just took the barrel to the ball. Nebraska, 6 runs with just 3 hits here in the second. They've used a sac bunt and throwing error along with 3 walks to create a 6-run rally with nobody out. Staking Jordy Ball to a huge lead already. Up by Kuzak, then she threw away the Bella Bacon bunt. This one's hit well to left field. Back is Kania, and it's gone. 2-run bomb for Hannah Kamenzen. The Huskers have broken the program record for home runs in a season, and they lead it 8-0.
Honestly, on that one, fresh start for the Cats. You settle down. Nebraska obviously has broken the game wide open, but really good piece of hitting there, putting it over the fence. Looked like the wind carried that one out a little bit too, but just here, absolute power on that one. Ball in the upper middle of the zone, swings through it, gets that extension, and she knew it was gone. She slowed down. She said, all right.
You can see Lindsay and Kania both trying to climb the wall.
Great bat angle too. Looked like it really had the trajectory to leave.
The team in the country at this point. And it hits DiNardo in the shoulder. The 2-2 gets away from Dose, and she has allowed 3 base runners. 0-1. Line to left. Kania makes a running catch. Nice play by Izzy Kania, and the Wildcats finally have out number 1.
Really nice play.
1-2 now. On Kuzak is low and gets under MRA all the way to the backstop. So a wild pitch there allows Williams to move.
He wasn't expecting it, just went right between her legs.
Sharply hit, to shortstop. Great play on a bounce from Avasado to get out number 2.
Really good job reading that hop there, waiting back on it and just using that backhand to scoop. That ERA wouldn't allow it.
Absolutely. In fact, I don't believe, although I haven't done the research. Strike 3 called. Signe Dose gets it at the knees. We'll wrap that thread up in the bottom of the second. But it was a dynamic inning from Nebraska. The
speed is how her spin is going, how that ball comes out of the hand, getting used to that, and then she can start thinking about hitting.
1-2. Swing and a miss. Got her with the rise ball. Donahue down on strikes. It's 4 Ks.
Make them work around your bat, and you're fouling the ball off.
3-2. Takes inside, ball 4, and a second base runner for the Wildcats.
That's what happens when you have so many full counts. Eventually you're going to play. These strikeouts aren't going to help them. Even just a soft grounder, make the defense make a play.
Blooper falls in right field. Kania first to third, MRA. The Wildcats have their first hit of the game, and they threaten here with runners on the corners and 1 out. Here's the payoff. Outside, ball 4. It's ball 4. Bradwell threw down anyways, but the bases are loaded now for Ayanna Lindsay. Big second out. The 1-2. Chop towards third. Tough play for Bland. Coming home with it. Gets the out there. Sammy Bland had her body going away from the throw home, but was able to reset and get the lead runner. Big time play from the sophomore. Big spot for Ball and Nader. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Off speed again, and Jordy Ball gets her 5th punch out, stranding the bases loaded here in the bottom of the second. She awaits another 0-2. Times it up, flies it out to center. Lindsay has it covered. and makes the play for out number 1.
Definitely a little bit.
Huskers, 29-10 total on the season. That one's popped on the infield. Lauren Kamenzen put out by Kansas Robinson for out number 2. But for Nebraska, look, program record in home runs with Hannah Kamenzen's homer in the second. That put them at 80 home runs for the year. Second, still got 3 here, of course. This one far from over, even if they are up 8-0. The 2-2 grounded sharply up the middle. It's a 2-hit day for Jordy Ball, keeping that average well above 400.
And that's the kind of hit that your pitching coach talks about.
Could score on a single in the gap or maybe not, but it's a strikeout. Signe Dos ends her second consecutive inning with strike 3. She has stopped the bleeding for now, but
for Nebraska, they need to prepare for the Big Ten tournament. They need to prepare for, for Tennessee, obviously their conference tournament, but then you prepare for the Women's College World Series, you prepare for regionals, everything like that.
Slow roller to second. Tough tweener, but a nice play made by Lauren Kamenzen. Nito.
To use your arm more than for just 4 years, I think really plays into that decision as well.
Avasado drives it to left. Way out of here. Kaylee Avasado goes yard. The first year has her first bomb at the J, and the Wildcats are on the board.
That was an absolute monster of a hit right there. Oh my goodness.
Avasado, the highly touted first year out of Leesburg, Virginia, has such big power, got all of that one, and delivers a big-time home run, her 3rd of the year.
Just got all her power behind that. Flipped her hips, got the hands behind it, got that whip from that elbow coming through, and just absolutely monstered that. I mean, that almost went over Welsh Ryan.
Yeah, about 12 feet from joining the Roof Club. A club that I think many would expect Kaylee Avasado to become part of.
Let's put power behind them and just lift them out of the park.
7th pitch of the at-bat. Another 3-2 from Jordy Ball. Swing and a miss. Got her at the bottom of the zone on the outside part. Ball. And it's now 3-0 on Donahue. That's low. 6 base runners from the right-handed side of the plate in 8 tries against Jordy Ball for Northwestern. Against this patient Northwestern lineup. So here is Emma Red. Takes it up high, runner goes, and the throw goes into center field. Donahue has a stolen base, tracking to 3rd, and the Wildcats are 60 feet away from another run. Swing and a miss. Would have been ball 3. Ray goes after in the dirt. Ball induces yet another chase.
Where you were from and understand how you grew up playing on a big stage, I think that's really inspirational for all of them.
Chop to second. Tough play for Nito, charging in and makes it on 2 hops. Speaking of professional softball, you know, potentially a big step forward in that regard this offseason. The Athletes Unlimited Pro League is coming this year. Not that traditional Athletes Unlimited model. Absolutely, not very often.
That's usually your 3 and 4 hitter if you have a good team.
DiNardo, one of those 400 hitters, watches strike 3 at the knees. Signe Dos has set down 8 of the last 9 Huskers, and then a lineout in that same second. This one is softer hit. Avasado makes a shoestring catch, and Dos has a 1-2-3 4th inning. Huskers still in control, but Signe Dos has kept their bats under control. It's 8-1 Nebraska. Heading to the bottom of the 4th. Over there in case you didn't know, but showing why that might not have been the best decision for Coach Patty Gasso with her offense this season as Kania lifts one to shallow left center, charging over, making the play out there for the first out in the fabric of this program. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Ball got her swinging up top. It's another K, number 8. Now, it doesn't help the hitters to be closer when it's coming in at 70 miles an hour.
No.
2-2 on Lindsay. Swing and a miss. Ball got her upstairs, chasing the rise ball again. 9 Ks through 4 innings for Jordy Ball.
Best hitters in the country, and as a pitcher, if you're sitting down most of this Nebraska lineup, I think you're doing a pretty good job.
Dos, strike 3 called. Her 4th K of the afternoon. It has been an outstanding outing through 3 1/3.
Starting there in the middle of the knee, not the top, and huge.
She has frozen a lot of these Nebraska hitters on the inside part of the plate. Bacon pops it into shallow right. Robinson has it covered for out number 2.
Hands among the team, everything just seems a little bit more calm.
That's hit well to center field. Over Lindsay's head and off the wall, but it's going to be a long single for Ava Breadwell, who has to retreat. Hard hit ball. Breadwell delivers, but has times in her respective conferences. And coaches that have the utmost respect for each other. Grounded to third, 2 hops, and Donahue can't play it. Bounces off her glove. It'll likely be an infield single for Lauren Kamenzind. 2 on now for Jordy Ball.
Great play by.
Yeah, I do think that was a little low. Let's take another look. Ooh,
I don't know.
pitch.
I mean, yes, definitely a little low, but with the bend in the knees, kind of looked like it hit around the knees.
That's hit hard to left. Jordy Ball. What a day. 3-run bomb. And now Nebraska is in charge.
And now you wonder if that had been called a strikeout, don't you?
13 home runs for Jordy Ball and 29 extra base hits. Another rise ball. Dose didn't get it high enough. And Ball made no mistake.
Up in the zone, right around the letters, did a good job. Jordy Ball, I mean, that's 2 back-to-back pitches, where 2 back-to-back contact hits, where she does a really good job of keeping those hands above the ball, keeping that barrel a little bit less than even, making sure she has that lift to take the ball out.
Run from Kaylee Avasado providing the load and score. As Bland lines it through the right side, the inning continues for Nebraska. But the Huskers had the huge second inning, 8 runs with nobody out. And now 2 out hitting with Jordy Ball, the 3-run homers in the league. Finished second, but has not won it. And look, it's not out of their reach this season for Nebraska. As that's hit hard to right, and it's played on a hop by Nader. Going to third and diving in safely ahead of the throw is Bland. Second and third as Kamenzind moves up on the throw. And Nebraska threatening to continue the scoring here in the 5th.
He holds such an important role out of the bullpen for this Cats team, but nonetheless, she just goes back and forth from that bullpen.
Well, Dose gets out of it, but not before Jordy Ball delivers another nail. 3-run bomb with 2 out and 2 strikes for the right-hander, who we expect to see at least once more this weekend. But Nebraska has a lot of confidence in the rest of their rotation as well. Letting Ball finish her own game here, but she misses outside, and Nader walks on 5 pitches. The first left-handed Wildcat hitter to reach today. The 3-2. Outside ball 4. Nader was running on the pitch. Didn't matter, and now a conversation will occur at the circle. Kaylee Avasado, the unruling run at the plate.
Gonna go to that outside rise again or stay low and in.
4th pitch of the day that Avasado has seen. Grounded through the right side. Nice play. Diving over. Avasado cannot beat it at first. What a job by Lauren Kamenzind diving into the hole to take away a base hit.
Shown up in the way we've expected them to today, but I think that's where a lot of that frustration comes from too. That idea that you could be better than you're playing.
Robinson swings through it. Again, Ball pounding the outside part of the zone for the 2nd out of the inning. But here, Northwestern has left 5 on base, 4 in scoring position, potentially 6 if Donahue can't bring 2 in here. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 11, and Jordy Ball completes an all-around performance to give Nebraska yet another run rule win. The Huskers take the all-important first game of this series, 11-1 in Evanston. Their first win against the Northwestern Wildcats in 4 seasons.
And the name of the game today was power. This Nebraska offense, we've talked about it all day. Obviously domination from the defense as well, but offense just so strong. That's 19 run rule wins for this Huskers team, which is the most in program history. Just absolutely demolishing teams this year, as we've talked about. They're really, really good at it.
Yeah, I was a little overzealous with those run rule numbers earlier, but 19, so impressive for Nebraska.
Fast forward to the end of the season.
Absolutely.